Hello, welcome back. Thank you for waiting. Here we have Okamikaze playing In the Hunt for the Sega Saturn.
Hi everyone, yeah, this is In the Hunt. It's made by the same people as Metal Slug. Sega Saturn version is my favourite, of course. 1cc obviously is just dodging a load of stuff. You can see that from the 1cc board. Pretty forgotten their name, which is pretty bad for me. But yeah, for any percent, you're just Janet. Janet's the name of the 1cc runner. For any percent, you're just def abusing and abusing the iframes and just holding right as much as possible. Sounds pretty dumb, but it is what it is. It's a fun run at least. But yeah, for some reason, bosses feel like they die faster on normal compared to easy, so I'm going to be playing on normal. So it's pretty much arcade settings, aside from the fact I gave myself more stocks. Yeah, when you're ready for the countdown?
Did you want me to do it?
I can give you the countdown if you want.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's all you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What?
You skip this initial thing here, of course. Okay, mashed too much. That's a bad start. Thanks for good luck. And yes, Aku is in this game. Plenty of dolphins. So I paused for too long at the start, but my route's on track to what should be so far. Yeah, we avoided those missiles. I'm going to be taking a stop soon though, because I haven't found a way to avoid it while going fast. A bit lag frames there. Not the prettiest to look at, but yeah, see that point there. We usually take a life there, so it's not too much of a problem. The whole game should be underwater. Well, not everyone likes water levels for some reason. I usually like the music in water stages at least, even if the levels aren't the most enjoyable. Fastest pad in the world. Okay, yeah. I usually would have reset by now, but of course this is a marathon. But I can still PB, apparently, so not too much of a problem. PBing with a 208 stage 1 would be pretty funny. I don't see it happening though. Depends what RNG we get on stage 5. Okay, I can sometimes avoid those missiles, but you usually need to hold back. So it's debatable whether it actually saves time or not. Sonic hates this game. Yeah, I bet. Okay, let's try and avoid these rockets, missiles, whatever that you drop. Sometimes I don't manage to dodge it in time, or something like that happens anyway, but it's all good. This part here, I probably should optimize more, because I usually end up having these things fall on top of me, which is slightly annoying. The way they drop is too similar to real life that it annoys me. Okay, that was pretty fast. And we got to the right side of the screen in time, which is always good, because you can't get killed. Okay, really, we just attack the centre of this thing here, and mash the credit in when needed. Another important thing to note on the English version of the Sega Saturn version, there's no continue cheat, you just get 5 credits and that's it. The PS1 version, for English, it's you start off 5 credits, but you can of course use continue cheat reference. For English Sega Saturn, there is a Game Shark code that allows you to use infinite continues, but I'm still questioning whether that's valid for a while or not, so I'll just play in Japanese. Good morning, Creb. See. Not the worst pace in the world, but not the best either. These things here can be pretty annoying to dodge. Thankfully we have iframes. Here we just smash through the wall and hope we don't get killed, which sometimes happens by the things above. And sometimes by the thing I just killed if I end up on the left instead. Okay, cool, we dodged old F's there, but we got old F here. Which is fine, because it puts us to the top of the screen, which is actually beneficial for this level. Shame we just hit a mine, which isn't beneficial in any way. So yeah, for this boss here, we just hit the blocks to fall on top of it, and then when its face peels back, we just go into it and abuse iframes. It is a cool concept. Okay, so I can still PB, but the PB is a 1551 and best times a 1548, so like I said earlier, just gonna have to come down to the stage fire RNG. It's actually kind of beneficial that we use the continue at the start of the stage. Even now I just hit my missile, that's not beneficial in any way. These rocket patterns are kind of annoying, especially when you're trying to go fast. Any sequence. Right, so this first bit when we just shoot all the way through and get to the other side. For this next one, we're gonna be taking a slight detour up through the building. Because for some reason the second building was programmed to not allow you to shoot through from the bottom. Which is fair, it gives more variety to how you progress through the level. This part's annoying here because you need to hold right for the bosses to enter, but then you need to hold left again to get to this nearest boss here. should have enough to kill this without having to use continue. I wouldn't say they're intended. The intended way to play this game would be to try and play it 1cc, to be fair. Unless we get insane lock here, PB is essentially dead. If you want to play it like this, essentially would be pay to win. I'd say I'm pretty bad at this game, even for any percent. I'm like 3 minutes off world record. Mind you, they were playing on the PS1 Japanese version, which has a very fast load times compared to this. It's another thing to add, I'm pretty sure the PS1 Japanese version also has infinite continues without using any cheat. This part here is very annoying, it reminds me of R-Type. How the enemies are just all flooding at you. The difference is on this you get infinite continues and R-Type you don't. It's fine, because if you use these sorts of strats in Metal Slug, you just get punished with time. But on this, it doesn't matter too much. I'm sure if you watched Ezreal play it, it wouldn't be as dumb as how I'm playing it, but the concept still stands. You gotta abuse the iframes, the game time. Okay, that snake pattern was pretty decent, to be fair. I'm not sure if this will gold there. But we did just yeah, we got to the right side of the screen in time and dodging all these enemies, so this could still gold, not by a lot though. If it does gold, it's not really enough to save the run. Okay, yeah, this went gold now because of that credit I had to use. It didn't matter how good the RNG was, the navigation ruined it. Okay, last stage of the game. On the final stage, and I really haven't said that much about the game, to be honest. Other than this game is fun, and let's hold right and damage boost. Oh well, we're way underestimate though, so I suppose that makes up for it. Yeah, I know, right? So much blood and disgusting creatures. I suppose that's what you get in an IRM game there. I'm still waiting for the aliens from Metal Slug 3 to show up in this game. Okay, that wasn't the fastest. That wasn't the fastest kill I've had in that. Try and avoid the mines here. Okay, I should have disabled Windows 10 notifications. It's slightly annoying. You don't actually need to kill that thing, but get the kill, cool. time for another non-loading screen. Right, here we have a water break. I mean, we're underwater, we're surrounded in water, but you get what I mean. You can drink water here. Really isn't much to say about this part. It's just an auto-scroller until the finger attack comes along. Ideally, we want to use continue before it appears, so it's good that we got that. And before the controller stops working when it gets to 1. Okay. Another interesting thing about my copy of this game is that sometimes the levels just send you back to the title screen for whatever reason. Like, I've been on pace before on the last stage and suddenly it sent me back to the title screen just because I pressed some buttons too fast. So on the level transitions I need to be careful with how I enter them, which is really weird. But I make up for that time for it being the Japanese version, so I'm just glad it didn't happen in the marathon. Okay, here's the final thing we need to kill the run. The time doesn't end after we kill it, we have to wait for a long loading transition for the time to end. Okay, we can potentially two-cycle this here. I've already had it once though, it's kind of hard to get it. Because the health on this thing on the right is connected to the health of the thing on the left. They're not separate. Okay, nice. We got the two-cycle at least. And time's coming up. And time 16:15, not bad. That's the third best run I've ever had. Thanks for the GG.
Nice run. Yeah, this game's
Under average as well, so that's always good. Only 3 seconds under average, but still decent. The credits themes are still on. Well, this is the best track in the game. That's also, I think this track in the Japanese version is vastly superior to all the other versions.
Oh yeah, Jun Sano worked on this, huh? He's the main musician for Sonic Team for a long time. Did all of the Sonic tracks on Sonic Adventure Forward, and even a few like in the Genesis era too. That's crazy. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's why the music on this is vastly superior to the other versions, at least in my opinion.
Nice. Anything else you like to add, Okam?
Other than the intro you saw at the start being exclusive to the version, I didn't state that, but yeah, this 70% run is basically what you see is what you get. If you want to get into it, look at Asriel's run and just copy that. You don't have to play in this version, but I don't know, if more people get into this version, I can look into actually looking at loading times and putting that into the run to make it more competitive. But yeah, I'm glad I managed to show off. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you, Okam, for In the Hunt. Awesome run, awesome game.
Yeah, very underrated. It's, despite being made for the makers of Metal Slug, it's considered very mediocre for some reason, but I very much enjoyed the game.